Hey, I'm going to test an energy management game. Before to start, I have to say that I am French, so maybe I'm going to lack of vocabulary, or I'm going to have some difficulties to express myself correctly. So I'm sorry about that, and I'm trying my best. Um, so I it's a game in alpha, so let's get in. Welcome stranger. Hello. Before starting about the aesthetic of game, I'm kind of disturbed by the music that is behind what I'm seeing, because it's it's music like it kind it's it looks like a music that you can see in a video clip of a rapper. uh, no, not a rapper, sorry. A hip hop singer, hip hop singer. uh, uh, I or it's kind of industrial. It's not fitting with what I'm seeing on the screen. It's really weird. It's inconsistent, I think. So in fact, I'm going to mute the music because it's too much out of context. In fact, uh, well, so welcome stranger. Hello. We need a new energy manager for our town. The last one had a nervous breakdown. Are you up for the challenge? We'll see. So, the yellow bar on the left shows the amount of electricity being consumed. Okay. Use the graph on the bottom left to see if the consumption is going up or down. Okay. The green bar shows the electric power being produced, so it's kind of right. You can control the production by clicking the turbine controls below. Okay, so I activate this. I don't understand why there is a 15 free because I can't differentiate these three buttons, so I don't know what it means. Well, we see to guarantee that our demand is being satisfied, always keep the green bar a little over the yellow one. It is not rocket science. Indeed. Press to play. Okay, so here I have the time going. Progress, I don't know of which element progress is related. I can't select anything on the map apparently. So energy load, okay, so I have to move this. Apparently I'm making too much computation. Click here to start next level. So I understand nothing of what happened here, because it was just the game finishing its task by itself. So I barely have time to show the progress bar going down. So it was like progress was not going well but going bad, but in fact going to an empty bar of progress seems to be the result of a full progress. So if it's the fact, I encourage you the opposite. So you begin with a progress bar at 0, and when you advance, the progress bar increase. Anyway, so next level. Welcome stranger. Now that we have a new manager, new businesses opened in town, and we need more power. To cover this increase, we got you a thermoelectric power plant. You should be happy. Okay. These turbines need maybe it's a typo, to warm up before producing electricity. When you click them, a yellow switch will appear. At this point you must wait. Once operating temperature is reached, they start generating electricity and a green switch will appear. Okay. Click and hold this button on the top left. Okay. On the top left, and time will move faster. Good luck, we are counting on you. Press to play. Okay, so I'm barely I'm producing energy. Okay, so that's correct. Why my energy load is decreasing like this? No. Apparently I have to find the best combination of good enough. You fired. Click here to restart. Okay, so I don't get why I've failed. I didn't understood what I had to do. This button, from what I've learned in the first level, I tried to have this power bar above the yellow bar, but apparently it wasn't the right choice. And here I didn't get what was the purpose of having a yellow button instead of green or red, and what it means. I have to get back onto it. But we have a new manager, new business plan. Okay. These turbines need to warm up before producing electricity. Okay. When you click them, a yellow switch will appear. At this point you must wait. So next. Okay. Once operating temperature is reached, they start generating and a green switch will appear. So the green switch didn't appear here. Next. Okay. Press to play. So here I'm alright, I guess. So I have to wait for this. In fact, I can't remember if I'm in the right process. I have no information about the fact that what I'm doing is good or bad, unless the popularity. But in the first level, it was decreasing like like hell, and I won. So I can't say if it's important or no. So let's try again. Let's cut this and this. If I cut all, I have pressed play. Okay, so I am producing nothing. So energy load shouldn't go down, isn't it? Maybe I've understood that I had to close every sinus thermoelectric button. But I don't get if it's correct. Maybe I can activate them now. No, that's not it. Well, maybe now I have to wait until this is consumed. I don't know what I'm aiming for. I'm pretty lost, in fact, of what is my goal. So I don't know if it's a bug, but if I click many times, okay, so apparently it wasn't the good way to play. So I will launch again the game. Press to play. Okay, so I can't quit the game. Escape doesn't work, so I'm going to do Alt A4. So I have to get back on the first tutorial to understand better what is happening, because now I totally don't get it. That's not, but all the text explain correctly how to use the game, but I don't understand what balance I have to get in what and what is the goal of my actions. In fact, if I could know of what are my objective, my goals, I can and on what my goals are depending, I can better understand why am I doing the things that I do. Welcome to Ninja. I understand that I'm here to manage energy, but I don't get for what use how these buttons influence the. I know that these buttons influence the green bar here. So let's get into it a second time. The yellow bar on the left shows the amount of electricity being consumed. Okay, that's my consumption. Consumption. Use the graph on the bottom left to see if the consumption is going up or down. So if it's in slope, it's bad. If it's up, it's good. Okay. The green bar shows the electric power being produced. Okay. You can control the production by clicking the turbine control below. So from what I saw, the first one give 15 ask to produce 15 of energy production of energy, sorry, and the two others 3. To guarantee that our demand is being satisfied, always keep a green bar a little over a yellow one. So okay, we are okay. So if I do nothing, I think I'm going to win. Okay, so at my first attempt, I didn't saw that the progress bar was increasing. It's just at the end of the level, when I looked at the progress bar, it was empty. So in my mind, because nothing showed me that there is a progress bar, when I noticed it, it was the end of the level and it was empty. So in my mind, it was like I didn't get 100%. Here at that moment, when congratulation is shown, I would like to have progress with 100% to know that I reach my goal. Okay, welcome stranger. Yes, I'm not a stranger because I've been hired. Anyway, now that we have a new manager, new businesses, sorry, opened here in town, and we need more power to cover this increase. To cover this increase, we got you a thermoelectric power plant. You should be happy. Okay. So before continuing, I remember that this green bar have to be above the yellow bar, not above but the quantity. The turbines need to warm up before producing electricity. So okay, needs to warm. When you click them, a yellow switch will appear. At this point you must wait. Okay. Once operating temperature is reached, they start generating electricity and a green switch will appear. Okay, so if I keep what I've learned in first level, I have to make my green bar above the yellow bar by using all these buttons. Click and hold this button on the top left and time will move faster. Good luck. I'll continue on you. Okay, so here I'm good. I add this, so I'm producing enough energy. So I'm waiting for this. Maybe I'm consuming too much. No, the progress bar is going well. So right now it's okay. Right now I'm waiting for this button to become yellow in order to launch the thermoelectric turbine, but here the energy load is too low, but my energy production is good. I'm really not sure about what I'm doing here, because it seems to be quite easy, right? Okay, let's go up a bit. Okay, so I don't get why I don't have okay, because I have to click on this button, I guess. So I'm going to lose, I think. Yes, because the popularity wasn't reached. So let's start again. Okay, now I have Okay, I didn't notice this little loading bar, because here I thought it was just some uh, light, no, current state of one value. I don't know how to say that, like a light indicating it's on or it's off. So popularity is good. Let's increase the time. Okay, let's increase this a bit, and again. Can I do it? Yay! Okay, let's get into wow. So, like you saw in my first try, I was pretty lost, but I know now that it's pretty obvious to and simple to get the right the the, um, the right progressing. I don't know the. I understand that the right way to control the energy production is quite easy, but I think that many obvious things wasn't shown or wasn't well explained, so I was pretty lost in fact. But it wasn't complicated to solve, but to understand in fact. It's not that your explanation was complicated, but it was lacking of foundation, I think. And also you don't have I don't know, it's weird. It's like you, in fact it's the thing with the yellow bar and this bar, black bar, and we I had to lose to understand that I was consuming this bar in fact. The word has spread out and some people joined our town. We crowdfund some money to build a biomass power plant. Use the upgrade button on the top right to build. There is a typo. Build turbines. When you upgrade the biomass power plant, the controls will appear below. Sorry, I was looking something else. Click to buy. Okay. You can also use the money to buy more coal for the thermoelectric power plant. Okay. I have to look at what coal mean, because never see this word before. Sorry about that. Okay. Next, we got you an hydrogen fuel cell. It works as backup for the grid when the energy shortage is equal or less than 4K. It starts producing energy automatically. When the energy shortage, okay. fact, what is difficult is to remember every aspect of a game, not because they are complicated or because there is a lot, but because we barely barely see the connection between all these elements. Well, the connection is that they all help to get energy, but the distinction of the specific role of each element is kind of disturbing, because we don't have aside that unique progress bar, we don't have any indication of the what the progress really needs. Maybe if we can have a different progress bar depending on our consumption of water, of coal, of electricity, of hydrogen, or I don't know. Maybe if we have multiple curves here to indicate how things are growing, maybe we can understand in a more relevant way. I don't know. I'm trying to understand why the game seems difficult with so simple things to do. It's kind of disturbing. I can't understand why it seems to be complicated but simple at the same time, but not complicated in terms of it's difficult to play or to solve. It seems to be complex to not that much. In fact, I can't say why I'm feeling this. Anyway, so let's try to. So the main goal, in fact, progress is not important to me. I have to make this green bar up above the yellow bar. That's my main task. So I will. Okay. So by clicking coal, I've added coal that I can consume in my Sinus Science Thermoelectric. Apparently on the biomass I have no control unless if I use this. Okay, so I've created it here. I think it needs more enlightenment to be more distinctive and more eye-catchy when it pop out, because I'm used to notice things on screen, but I'm pretty sure that someone looking at the button when he's clicking will not see the operation of this little thing. Okay, so I don't have coal, so let's buy it. I have this money. I'm forgetting to use that and that. I'm going to lose, I think. Okay, so each one add this. Okay, so for the moment I don't feel that I'm lacking of money, or I don't have to worry about it. It's a good thing because I have to think about all the things that I have to do. Okay, so Now what I just say is not working anymore. So here maybe if I decrease this and this, I can reallocate the energy that I use to make this increasing. Maybe I can. No, not that one. I have to get back to this. Not good enough. Okay. I will retry. Press play. Okay, let's start with it. I've done the 3. Okay, well, I suppose that if I don't use at full power every button, no, that's not what I meant. If I don't use all the buttons at the beginning, I'm consuming too much the energy load, and so I can't balance the energy production. So in fact, if I understand correctly, the game is asking me to balance the consumption of and the distribution of the resources, helping me to produce energy. By playing, I'm understanding better the game, but the first step was kind of disturbing, and I still don't know why I was lost that way. Maybe when you are going to look at the video, you will understand what was going on. And I have to buy this and do this because I'm going to lose again. No, yes. Okay, that's almost better. You have to produce maybe. Okay, for example, here I've lost because I wasn't able to get back on biomass, and I was talking, so I was out of purpose, so I didn't get, but I was messing with this, but I didn't understood how I could refill the biomass resources bar, so it was kind of problematic. So up, let's if I do this, maybe it is better. Okay, let's skip. I will try to maintain the most tiny difference between this bar. Let's build it. Then all these are okay. This one is increasing. Okay, now I'm producing this, so that's okay. Let's get back to this. Let's buy another one. I'm okay to say that the game is going to be more and more sense. It gets more and more sense of the more you play it. and I feel that I can understand the way I have to balance the consumption, but it's I think that the first step can lose some players. Like whoa, sorry, if I talk I'm going to lose and I have to buy this. Okay, the game is pretty don't let any chance to do something else. Come on, I will do it. Yeah, no? I don't understand what happened because I've clicked too long on the forward button. But I will not continue right now, but maybe I will try the game later. But I think, yeah, there is something behind the game that I like. The aspect of balancing the production of the energy is pretty interesting, and if you manage to make the player understanding the relationship between all these buttons, you can help him to see the impact of what he's doing. I don't know if it's clear, but to be honest, even me, I have difficulties to express what's going on and what is wrong and what is good. What is good, I think maybe it's the way you keep understanding balancing the energy load and to get the right energy production. So that's okay. And after the game became a game of attention, you have to keep all the levels in the right amount. So I think that in fact the gameplay don't lead to understanding how to play with this value, because they leads to a specific circle mechanic or circle pattern. I don't know, like a thing that make all the sense because of its relationship, its inner relationship, but it's most a game where you have to look at every aspect at the same time and make your best to keep all the things in the right place. It is like I think it's a game of balancing, in fact. Well, I'm going to let you. I have nothing more to say. I think it can be a good game, but it lacks of visual distinction between the elements. but it's a good start, I think. So I wish you good luck with game dev, and I hope that this feedback helped you. So see you.